Aloha. Uh, I gotta add another piece of the video because it just cut off abruptly at 57 minutes. There's another 25 minutes to the whole video. But it's really not even worth it. I sat through the whole thing thinking when it was recording, but it actually stopped, and I listened for the rest of the 25 minutes and did a little closing, not argument, but closing statement. So I'll go ahead and add that closing statement now, which is basically what everybody who made it this far in the video is seeing the trend. This is basically the trend, and this whole video is designed to this guy, his foundation, Richard Dawkins, is subtitled Reason in Science, and he is there to add to like be the foundation for Neil deGrasse Tyson to jump off of and include reason into, or so-called reason, into this new age agenda, where I don't know if the video got to it yet, but Neil deGrasse Tyson was pretty much talking about how lawyers are all the people in Congress are lawyers, and they need to have scientists in there to add scientific perspectives and all this stuff. So this is what this new space is going to be all about, is this new merging, and they're using these patsies, which is what this whole video was about. It's about creating patsies, creating a fight, a gladiator arena within a box, so they can beat it up, so they can destroy it. So religion was a patsy, the main patsy that they're going to beat down in order to sell in this new reasonable atheism, or this reasonable separation, or whatever they're going to add in next. Now, if you're coming from the perspective of like how I was talking about the channelers they have in the United Nations, who are definitely talking about a creative intelligence of some sort, of creator, then if you take that into account, then Neil deGrasse Tyson and Richard Dawkins are going to eventually have to address that issue or that perspective, which they might be utilized to add credibility to the control grid as a whole. And they have to have all these bad guys. So they have the bad guy of religion, the Catholic Church, the Queen. They have Congress, who is all lawyers, which is bankers. So the Congress, they beat down the bankers by saying, or the lawyers by saying they need scientists in there. They beat down the old political system on the Democratic side with Hillary Clinton, who's just totally ridiculous. And then they beat down the obviousness of the Republican Party, which is linked to Fox News and now Donald Trump. So that those are the patsies. And then the Federal Reserve and the monetary system as a whole is being attacked by Bernie Sanders, and he's attacking the financial perspective. And then you have the bad guys all over the world who represent like the who are supposed to represent the dictatorial mindset, the controlled mindset, like Kim Jong Un or Il, I can't even think right now. I sit through this whole damn video. North Korea and Russia and Vladimir Putin, they took out Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein. They mix all these individuals in who are not part of their little club, so they can make themselves out to be the victors. That's what this whole video was about. Make science, make quantum science, quantum physics, evolution, the victor of this this mindset they're pawning off as the human experience. But it's not. It's a control grid. So they use these individuals with accents like Richard Dawkins and David Attenborough going on Star Talk Radio to speak with Neil deGrasse Tyson. So they make all of these stories that are actually conditioned programs They make them more real for you by selling it. So these are salespeople that are selling you a lemon. That's what this new age agenda is about. It's just a big lemon. And these are the headpieces to sell whatever it is. This is why Neil deGrasse, and they have Neil deGrasse Tyson out there talking about flat Earth, dropping the mic on the comedy show. So that's definitely going to be a part of it. You got Obama dropping the mic at his dinner speech, and they haven't pulled the Obama card yet. Obama out there playing like the innocent guy in this whole thing. And they haven't utilized the Obama energy yet. They haven't utilized campaign Obama yet. So they're going to utilize that energy when he leaves and try to use him. If he leaves at all, he might just be merged into this new agenda, and then sell that whole program as a whole. But you can see this whole video, even if it didn't go all the way to the end, you can see this whole, I'm not going to do it over again this last 25 minutes. I already had enough. But you can watch the rest of it. But this whole video is based upon the design of fighting within a box. So you can look like you're in this fight, like you are actually a logical or reasonable individual, or reasonably intelligent by siding or agreeing with either one of these people, but they both exist in a box of limitation, a box of control, a box of self-destructive separation illusion of the evolution program, the university system, the globe model, the atheistic science community, new age agenda, this whole stuff. They're gonna ball it all up into this whatever, and sell something, sell whatever it is. It's gonna be this new system, and Neil deGrasse Tyson is very definitely going to be involved in it. Obama is very definitely going to be involved in it. When they were talking a lot about the gay agenda stuff in here, and knowing Obama passed the gay marriage thing, that's pretty much the only thing that he did during his whole time as a president. But yeah, this whole system, I'm glad I picked this video. Because even though I didn't even get to the point to where I was looking at, where Neil deGrasse Tyson in that Instagram thing was talking about, like, I'm not connected to my ancestors or some shit like that. I'm not gonna listen to my ancestors. Like, don't come in this house. This is a science house. If we're gonna come in here with some old gobbledygook, then we're not gonna speak. And that's my whole main point. I don't know if I referenced it. I think it might have been cut off. Is Neil deGrasse Tyson, if he steps outside of his box, he will be cut down. They have to stay in this science box. They have to stay in this ignorant space of just total mockery, total egoic bullying. And if you are not part of the crew, you are crazy. He actually says you need to be on an island, which he's literally saying is like a crazy island or an irrational island or an illogical island. This is how they started up this whole interview. And so there's these logical people who are completely in charge of everything, which is what this whole thing is about, maintaining that control grid of your mind, your psyche, which will carry out into your conscious reality. And then keep selling the next evolution program, because these are the smart monkeys and we're the dumb monkeys. They even reference that the elite scientists. There's the scientists, then there's the elite scientists. Like, there's just subconsciously telling you that you are, if you are not any of these people, you are basically a minion. So that's pretty much it. I'm sure the rest of this last 25 minutes is just, they get a little more into the space of what the agenda is all about. But basically, I just pretty much covered it right now, and how it's being sold, how it's being addressed. Because it's just all they just softball each other back and forth, this whole agenda, and beat up everything that they put out there to beat up. So that's pretty much it. If you made it through this whole video, thanks for hanging out, and thanks for joining me. And until next time, peace, love, and harmony.